yourself a tea because you're in for a ride. Jokes. Hello, everyone. So, this episode, I'm going to be speaking about what happens in a 12-step meeting. So, obviously, the fellowship's anonymous. Only requirement to join the fellowship is just a desire to stop using. So anyone can go and it's open to everybody. But if you are still just curious, a bit nosy or whatever, this is what happens in 12-step meeting. So you come in. Yeah, you come in and there'll be a load of seats round in a circle, most probably. There'll be literature on the table. There'll be somebody doing coffee and brews. Get yourself a tea because you're in for a ride. Jokes. Yeah, get yourself a tea. You sit down and there'll be somebody who is the chair of the meeting who basically welcomes everybody to the meeting, and he'll go like, hi, I'm Isra and I'm an addict. Welcome to an NA meeting at Fields of Warrington. Can someone please read the readings? And the readings are: who is an addict? What is the NA program? Why are we here? 12 steps of Narcotics Anonymous. And then there's the 12 traditions of Narcotics Anonymous just for today. And we do recover. And there's also another reading that some meetings do and some meetings don't, which is a clarity statement. And it talks about how alcohol and drugs are the same. And sometimes it get bit of confusion, but it's all the same. So once those readings have been read, somebody then will read a bit of the NA literature. Usually most meetings is just for today reading, where it's kind of like a passage, and it gives the meeting like a subject to speak about, really. But you don't need to share about the reading. You can share anything about what's going on with you, or just anything really. Or you can just sit there quiet and just listen. You do not need to speak at a meeting requirement to do that at all. So after those readings happen, the meeting is then open and each person shares, and when each person shares, they'll bring themselves in by saying who they are, what their name is, and that they're an addict. So I'll say, hi, my name is Isra and I'm an addict, and then I'll start my share. And again, like, something in the reading may spark something that reminds me of a time in my using, and it will make me reflect on that time and make me realize like the difference of that time and my time now in recovery. Sometimes I've come into a meeting and I'm fucking hating on life, like I am hating on it, and I just want to get that out. And as soon as I share, I don't know what it is, but they say like you share to take the power out of things. And I really do believe that, because as soon as I get something out of my head out into the meeting, it's like I'll be sharing and I'll be working things out. I'll be able to work the issues out whilst I'm sharing, and by the end of the share, I've come up with the solution of how I'm going to deal with it. And I think it's because, like, the way my mind works, from my own experience, I find that when I've had a really bad day or if I'm going through something, it's so jumbled up in there that when I start like releasing the words out, it's like untangling that knot. And if you think of like the words as a string, like the string's coming out and then everything's like clear. Yeah, so you can just share anything really. And you usually get a time, so it allows everybody else to have time to share as well. And then there's some days where, like I said, like there's some days I just go in and I just don't share. Like I don't share a lot nowadays. I remember when I first came to NA, I shared at every fucking meeting and I cried at every fucking meeting. I cried my fucking eyes out. I was known as a crybaby because I could not, for the life of me, share and not cry. And I think it's because it was like the first time I was actually getting stuff out, and it was just, oh god, it was so emotional. But yeah, and I think as well, like, I'll just share on this about my first ever meeting. I remember going, and I think I have shared about this before, but like when you're in that room and you hear other people share, and even though they've used different drugs, or they're different ages to you, they've come from different backgrounds, whatever it may be, that feeling that everybody gets when you come into the rooms is so universal, but it is so magical to hear another person share your feeling and share that darkness that you've gone through, because when you realize that you aren't alone, it's so powerful. And I think that's why I continue to go to these meetings, when even though I'm like three and a bit years on, I will still continue to go to the meetings. And I know people who are over 20 years, over 30 years, that still go to the meetings, because it's like, they also say, it's like, you only get this by giving it away. And I feel like now I can't be just living my life without giving back. Like, the people in my first meeting, they were there when I needed them most. And I feel like I have a duty now, like I need to be going to meetings and being there for the newcomer, like the other people were there for me. So yeah, I will always, well, just for today, I'll definitely always turn up for meetings. And my meetings have gone down, like from, I used to do a meeting every single day, to now I do 1 to 3 meetings a week. 3 is being the max. So yeah, back to the meeting, sorry, went off on a tangent there. But when everyone's shared, you usually have a break, and that's another good thing. When you have the break, is the best thing to do is connect. It's fucking awkward at the beginning, but just try and put yourself out there. You'll get numbers when you first go to your meeting. Try and ring them. If you're not a ringer, just text people. People will come back to you, because we have all been there. So if you are going to your first meeting, just try and, if you just want to sit there silently, take everything in, get those numbers and use them, because at the beginning it's fucking hard, it's fucking lonely, but every single person in that room has been where you've been, and please remember that. So if you just need to text somebody saying, hi, I'm struggling, they will get back to you. So yeah, definitely use the numbers. And then at the end of the meeting as well, we do this thing where we call it like the hokey cokey or the witchcraft spell. But everyone gets up at the end of the meeting and we basically all hold hands, and it is really weird and really culty, can't lie, but I absolutely love it now. But we hold hands and we say the serenity prayer, which is, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And then we say, keep coming back, it works it. Keep coming back. I don't know it. Keep coming back.
Keep coming back. It works if you work it, so work it, you work it.
That's it. I still don't know. I literally hold the hands and I go, blah, 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 blah. I know the serenity prayer, but after that, it's just a mumble. It's a proper mumble. Fucking hell. It's like a tongue twister. And then we just basically go home. Everyone gives each other a hug and we go home. But when you experience a meeting and the end bit, and I don't like that energy that I said in like my previous episode where I've talked about like a higher power, there is some next level energy that happens. Like, you come into the meeting, I've come into a meeting despising everybody, despising NA, despising recovery, hating life, like just, oh, darkness. And I come out and I'm like, life is good, everything's good, happy go lucky. No idea what's happened. There's something that happens in those rooms. I love it. So yeah, if you are struggling, if you're curious about going to a meeting, I definitely head down. If you're in Manchester, drop me a comment. I'm more than happy to come with you. So yeah, I hope you get to your first meeting and I hope it goes well. Thanks.